Hello there, this is Carlos. I recently started a collection of Batman graphic novels. I've collected about 5 so far and I've decided to rank them. So with that being said, let's move on to the video. Now, starting at number 5 is the groundbreaking Batman: A Death in the Family. This has the death of the second Robin, Jason Todd, killed by the Joker. This was a very intriguing story when I read it because I really like Jason Todd. Watching the DC animated movie Under the Red Hood, I really got attached to the character. So I decided to buy this to see how he died, like in the actual comics, and I did not regret it. I loved this. It also goes into Robin's importance in Batman's life, introducing Tim Drake, who later becomes the third Robin. So I really love this comic, and yeah, good artwork, great job overall. Jim Starlin, Marv Wolfman, Jim Aparo, and George Perez, they did a fantastic job. So yeah. Now on to number 4, and this was a graphic novel that they loosely based The Dark Knight Rises on, and that is number 4 is Nightfall. Now, Nightfall, like I said, it's loosely based. It's not completely there. You see elements when you're reading it, but Bane is an unrivaled force in here, just like he was in The Dark Knight Rises. So I really enjoyed this comic, even though I didn't finish reading it. The others I finished, but this one's the only one I didn't really have a chance to do, and I love it so far. I love that vulnerability that Batman has, even in the beginning of the story. I guess he's sick, and he's having to gather up all these criminals that Bane released, and it was psychological and physical warfare on Batman. And yeah, a good character like Batman, you like to see him because of how vulnerable he can be, and a good villain will do that well, and this was done right. So I really enjoyed Batman Nightfall, and I can't wait to read the rest of it. The next is a very famous comic, one of my favorite comics by Alan Moore, Batman: The Killing Joke. You already guessed what it was. Batman: The Killing Joke. Really, it's so funny with this because it's called Batman: The Killing Joke, but really it should just be called The Killing Joke, because this is the story of this is a Joker story, and probably the best one I've ever seen. Even though I have not really read too many Batman comics, and I really want to change that. But so far, from what I've read, this is very good. It's very up there. I don't know. I really like it. It does the character justice, and it kind of explores the relationship Batman and the Joker, and you get to see a different side of the Joker, which is then he drives James Gordon insane in it. We all love you, Mr. J. The next one, number 1 and number 2, can kind of switch depending, because I'm gonna read them all again. But the Batman: The Long Halloween. Now, this comic is so much different than the others because it's an actual mystery where Batman and Jim Gordon and Harvey Dent have to hunt this killer down who's killing members of the Falcone crime family. He's killing holidays, killing mobsters left and right, and this is the story. It also has an incredible introduction to Two-Face, and yeah, this is one of the best Two-Face based stories. Even though it's not about Two-Face, I was really expecting that, but what I got was much better. What I got was much broader, and I love it. So onward to number 1. Like I said, number 1 and number 2 can interchange, but my pick for number 1 is going to be really cliche, but it is The Dark Knight Returns. Now, The Dark Knight Returns is another. It's a really great comic. Superman's. I guess Superman's a little douched out in it, but that really didn't matter to me. I really like this exploration of Batman. This is a darker story, and it shows Bruce Wayne's dependence on Batman. Because where he is it's about, what, 30 years later, I believe. And yeah, Gotham is a shithole, bigger shithole than it was when Batman started, and mainly because of this gang of people called the Mutants that it's been causing a lot of problems for Gotham City. They're very dark. They're a really dark gang of villains, and it's just, I don't know. It's just something so fantastic about this comic. The way Frank Miller wrote the story and the way he drew it, or if he did draw it, I'm not too familiar with his work, but I really would like to be after reading this. Confusing at times, confusing art style at times, but the story is so good, and I really enjoyed this story. So yeah, that'll wrap it up for my top 5 Batman comics so far. I'm gonna do another list of these when my Batman collection grows a little bit more. When I have 10, I'll come up with the top 10, and of course that could change depending. I have a lot of comics to catch up on, sequels to buy, sequels to Returns and The Long Halloween, and the sequels to Nightfall itself, and yeah, I'm gonna be busy on Batman for a while. It's such a great character. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you for watching. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. Comment to me if you have any suggestions for my next Batman comic purchase. I would very much like to know what else is out there, because I am very new at the comic book collecting game. I have liked comics for a while, but this is the first time I've actually, like, because if you've seen my bookshelves, I'm a little bit more of a manga person. So if anybody has like any suggestions for this novice, please let me know. Okay, thank you for watching. Peace out.